Well, the US Open mixed doubles tournament is underway in New York, but this year's competition is significantly revamped with more prize money on the table, a different scoring format, and fewer teams involved, prompting criticism from some sections of the tennis world. So let's get more on this with the host of Tennis Talk, Cam Williams. Cam, good to have you with us today. Now, this one is considered this mixed doubles tournament in the US Open. It's sort of a standalone event before the main draw gets underway. What are the big changes that we are seeing here?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. So like you mentioned, mainly the prize money. There's a lot more prize money on the line, which is great for the players that are playing. The format's changed. They're not going to be doing the normal 6-game sets. They're going to be doing a 4-game set and best of three, but it'll be a 10-point tiebreak at one set all until the final. So that's the main, I guess, big changes. And they've also included a lot more singles players. So you're not going to see too many of the main, I guess, the normal doubles players that you're used to seeing if you watch a lot of doubles maybe during the Aussie Open. So a lot of the singles players have been brought in, players like Djokovic, Alcaraz, Swiatek. You'll see a lot of them playing, which they don't usually play mixed doubles. So they're sort of getting the chance to play now and as part of this revamp. And then there's sort of all these wildcard teams as well, which have got a couple of doubles teams. The defending champions are going to be in there as well. But yeah, a lot of the singles players are getting the opportunity to play this mixed double event. And it's also, yeah, like you said, in the fan week. So it's only over 2 days, whereas usually we're used to seeing it sort of in the second half of the tournament in the second week. So yeah, it's only over 2 days and it gets done tomorrow.
Yes, Cam, you talked about the defending champions, Sara Errani and Andrea Vavasori. I find it quite astounding that they are in the draw, but only as wild cards. And they have said that, it's a profound injustice that disrespects an entire category of players. So are their criticisms justified?
Yeah, well, that was sort of, when this came out, was sort of, I guess, the common kind of thing from fans as well, that yeah, it was weird that the doubles players weren't getting a chance to play their sport. They played today, and you could tell by the way they played, they were very fired up, and they looked like they had something to prove. They took it sort of personal. So, yeah, they definitely are the defending champions. So the US Open gave them a chance to defend. But yeah, it was a bit strange for everybody involved. I think the other doubles players also came out and said similar things, like they didn't get a chance to play. So. Yeah, they've definitely, a lot of people are on the same boat as the defending champs.
Yes, on the other side of it, what are the high-profile singles players? Do they welcome this sort of format so that it gives them the chance to play both the singles and a doubles tournament at the same time?
Yeah, well, the schedule's so busy as it is, and some of the players last week were playing in Cincinnati. So a lot of the players like Swiatek, for example, I think she finished up in Cincinnati winning the title during the Monday night, flew over to New York to play today or yesterday in New York on the Tuesday. So she didn't really have much time to spare. Same with Alcaraz. They both had to fly over. So, yeah, I don't know how going forward if they're going to be playing every year because the schedule's so busy in the singles for them. But, yeah, there was a lot of players sort of putting their hand up, I guess, to play this because it is new and exciting for them to get a chance to do this. But yeah, it's interesting. We have had some withdrawals as well with Sabalenka and Sinner, who were supposed to be playing, but Sinner got sick on the weekend, so he couldn't play this event. But yeah, it's been interesting to see if they will keep this going in the future as well.
Yes, if you're a fan of mixed doubles and the specific trade of mixed doubles, one would think that they'd be jeopardizing the standard of mixed doubles and then perhaps pushing those who are dedicated to this format out of their trade. So is that a major concern?
Yeah, so you could tell today when you watch some of the matches from the singles players that they were a little bit afraid of the net. They didn't really play that doubles style game.
Yes.
So that was a little bit interesting to see. But it's also interesting that the doubles players that are sort of in the semi-finals now. There's I think 3 or 4 doubles players in the semi-final lineup. So it kind of shows that doubles isn't just you can't just walk into it and expect to win. There is a discipline to it, and there is a skill to it. It's different to the singles. So, yeah, it is an interesting idea. And again, like I said, it'll be interesting to see if it keeps going in the next few seasons, if the singles players do come back next year, if they do it again.
Yes, and the US Open organizers, apart from the massive prize money that's there on offer, they're arguing that by having these higher profile players, it will, I suppose, increase the profile of mixed doubles. You can see, the stands are usually half empty when it gets to that stage of the tournament. Is that perhaps a sign of things to come for, Grand Slams, for instance?
Yeah, I don't know if the other slams are going to adopt this same thing. I don't think Wimbledon is so traditional. I don't know if they would change their format to have it a week before and change the mixed doubles. It is worth a Grand Slam, and it's one of the biggest trophies in the world. So I don't know if all the slams are going to maybe copy what's going on. But the US Open, again, I feel like they probably will maybe try again next year as well, because it seems, like you said, the stands are usually half empty towards the end. Today they were jam-packed. There was people it was a massive atmosphere, and it was really, really fun. So yeah, that I think that's the success that the US Open were looking for, that more eyes on it. I mean, we're talking about it, so it's obviously got some sort of buzz as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting though. I don't think the other slams will take it on board just yet.
Just finally, Cam, were you hoping to see Alex de Minaur, be included in this draw? Because there's a lot of interest with him playing with his fiancée Katie Boulter, but that's been rejected.
Yeah, they were on the list. They were on the list of, I think, wildcard list that kind of got confirmed at the end of last week. Yeah, it's a shame. No Aussies in the draw at all. So we have a lot of good doubles players as well. Matt Ebden, John Pearce. We've got Perez, Hunter, and no of the Aussies got a call up. So yeah, de Minaur was the closest to getting a call up with Katie Boulter. But yeah, unfortunately, no Aussies in the draw for us. And yeah, de Minaur would have been fun to watch, because a lot of people in that top 10, along with de Minaur, did get to play. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
Okay, we'll all be seeing how he does in the singles. Cam Williams, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.